The Red Bull Stratus mission finally got underway on Sunday, where Felix got a little bit more than he bargained for. As you probably already know, the Red Bull Stratus mission to the edge of space finally got the go-ahead for launch on Sunday, and thankfully it was a great success. Felix Baumgartner, as explained in last week's video, click here if you didn't see that, took a journey to the edge of space to embark on a scientific mission to collect data and smash his way into the record books. The aim was to take a weather balloon and a specially designed capsule up to 120,000 feet and jump out. On the way down, breaking 3 world records, being the longest free fall, the highest skydive, and the first human to break the speed of sound without a vehicle. When the balloon, estimated to get Felix up to an altitude of 120,000 feet, managed to pull him up to 128,000 feet, we knew we were in for a good show. Felix stepped out onto the capsule's platform and took the plunge, smashing the sound barrier at a whopping 833.9 miles per hour. It was a worrying fall as he started to tumble quite ferociously, but somehow managed to stabilise himself as he got further into the Earth's atmosphere. He then dispatched his parachute and came safely drifting back down to Earth. After a worrying few hours of ascent, guided through by the old skydiving world record holder, Joe Kittenger, and some trouble with the heating system in his visor, Felix's safe arrival back on Earth came with a huge sigh of relief. We watched the whole live feed on Sunday from takeoff to landing, and the moment that Joe reached the open the capsule door mark in the checklist was incredibly nerve-wracking. At one point, when switching comms over from the capsule to the suit, it looked like we'd lost communication with Felix at a most crucial point in the mission, just as he was about to jump. It was then revealed that we hadn't as Felix leapt from the capsule, following these humbling words.
Sometimes you have to get up really high. How small you are. I'm going home now.
Now safely back on Earth, it's been revealed that Felix in fact broke 5 world records, not the expected 3. Felix is now the first person to break the sound barrier during a free fall, the person who achieved the fastest vertical speed during free fall, he made the highest free fall with a parachute and the greatest free fall distance, and one a little closer to home, the most concurrent live stream views on YouTube. One record he was aiming for that is still in the hands of Joe Kittenger is the longest free fall, which he just about missed by 16 seconds, probably because he was falling so damn fast. However, it was a great achievement for the team and Felix, and we're all glad to see you back safe on terra firma. Oh, but there's one thing. Unlike Red Bull stated, it wasn't actually the edge of space that he jumped from. I mean, it was really high, but the official edge of space, aka the Kármán line, is actually at 328,000 feet. He didn't go any higher though, as it would have required some sort of rocket to get him any higher into our atmosphere. Even at the altitude if he was at, if he would have stepped outside of the capsule without his pressure suit on, his bodily fluids would have started to boil. Now you've got that lovely image in your head, let's move on. A small team of astronomers from planethunters.org have discovered a new planet that, strangely, has 4 suns. The team of 2, comprising of Kian Jek and Robert Gagliano, spotted the planet when they were studying the suns on planethunters.org. The planet orbits 2 stars, which strangely have another 2 stars orbiting around those. So what's it called, this new discovery? Something really cool? No. PH1, after the Planet Hunters website. The team discovered the planet when they noticed some dips in the light output from the suns, which was later confirmed to be the shadow cast as the planet passed between us and them. It's thought to be around 5,000 light years away, which is the distance light would travel in 5 years' time. And it's a similar kind of planet as Neptune, a gas giant, and it's about 6 times larger than the planet Earth. Follow-up inspections from an observatory on Mauna Kea in Hawaii, known as Keck, confirmed their discovery. The Keck Observatory is located in a particularly good spot for detecting light from faint and distant suns, as it's positioned high up in the mountains and a particularly dark spot in the sky, so the low levels of humidity and light pollution make it excellent for viewing distant objects. Keck is an optical reflector telescope, so it detects visible light, as opposed to the radio waves picked up by telescopes at other installations, such as Jodrell Bank in the UK. It has been discovered that there are other planets out there with 2 suns, not unlike Tatooine from Star Wars, but this is the first quaternary star system with an orbiting planet that's been found. If you want to try and discover some planets of your own, why not head over to the Planet Hunters website and see for yourself. This week there's not much to report from Curiosity. It's still sat in the same spot as it was last week at Rock Nest and flushing some grit through its intakes to clean off that grubby earth oil before they start analysing things. They've just about finished swilling its mouth out, and now they've issued a 3rd scoop command, so maybe they'll start assessing some things within this next week. The rover has, however, managed to bring back some colour images of that piece of shiny stuff I mentioned to you last week, which has turned out to be nothing more than a bit of debris from the landing. If you want to head on over to the NASA website to see some more images, then there's a link in the description below. But when you get there, don't be confused by the terminology on the site, as they do keep using the word Sol, which simply means day. Sol 66 means the 66th day since the Curiosity mission landed on Mars. They don't call them days because they're a little bit longer than Earth days, so they call them Sol, taken from the Latin for sun. Speaking of sun, ever wondered what a Martian sunrise looks like? Well, here's an image of one that Curiosity snapped. Kind of strange, isn't it? As always, we'll be keeping you up to date with the latest Martian happenings and events of other scientific concern here on our weekly science news shows, so make sure you subscribe to our channel for the latest from us, and don't forget to comment or tweet your science questions to be answered in a future show. Oh, and I've just got a couple of updates for you about the show. We've actually finally got our partnership, so why not nip over to the channel and have a little look at the new design. Again, a big thank you to all of our fans and followers for making all this stuff possible. Also, as of next week, our new shows will be airing every Wednesday instead of every Tuesday. Just works out a little better for the publishing schedule. So don't panic when there's no video next Tuesday, it'll be with you the day after. But for now, thanks for watching this episode of Deej on Science. I'll see you next week.